G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing my tips for round 8 of the season. What a round last week was. I've been absolutely all guns blazing lately. Let's have a look ski. 7 out of 9, 9 out of 9 and 7 out of 9. Possibly in the best tipping form of my career. But now I've jinxed it and I'll probably have a stinker this week. Last week was good for the most part. A bit of a mare on the Sunday though. I was genuinely half thinking Gold Coast could possibly do something. I did think better of the Tigers, but I thought too highly of them. A few choice words with the Adelaide-Collingwood game where Adelaide led for all but 20 seconds of the game. Pretty pissed off. To say the least, when everyone just would have gone the Pies because they're the better side. I thought, no, the Crows at home, they're better than last time. And, yeah, they should have won by 3 or 4 goals anyway. But to say that I was annoyed was an understatement. Yeah, not very happy at all because people got very lucky with that one. And the Crows led all night, all but 20 seconds. So, yeah, I feel cheated by on that one. Anyway, I'm not salty at all. We've got another round of football coming up. Guys, if you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. Subscribe away to keep up to date with how I'm going, and you can see how you're tracking head-to-head against me as well, which is good fun. But let's get stuck into the games. Enough festivities in the meantime. So we've got Carlton on the Friday night who are hosting the Brisbane Lions in a monster clash. I was about to say monumental. Really tough to pick sort of between these two. Carlton off a big win last week. Brisbane been in good touch. I'm going to go the Lions to get the job done. And I'll go the Lions by 23 points. Feeling, pretty confident with how they're going. I don't think they play amazing at Marvel. They won after Soaring against the Pies. They probably don't play there too much either. Touch up the Bombers. But, yeah, they don't seem to play super quality opposition. And that Pies game might have even been the year before. May have been very early last year. Blues doing some good things. I still feel like, they're a rung below the best sides. And I'd see Brisbane at their best, a top 4 side. But, clearly the odds say it's going to be a pretty tough game to pick. Then we've got Richmond and the West Coast Eagles. This one's at the MCG. Eagles are $6. They shouldn't win. And we shouldn't be looking at the odds too heavily there. I don't want to be making decisions off the odds. Richmond at the G should win. If they don't, I think I might burn the place down. I don't know what's going to happen. But, Tigers haven't been travelling too crash hot. Eagles do try hard, although they did go down by over 100 points. Generally means you lack effort there. Over to GMHBA Stadium. I'll be at this one. Geelong, Adelaide. Last year was a bit of a struggle. Adelaide kicked again inaccurately. And Jeremy Cameron's heroics kind of got our season back on track with this sort of game last year. It's pretty hard to tip against the Cats at home. They haven't lost to the Crows there for 20 years. 2003 was the last time Adelaide defeated Geelong there. And I think Geelong will lose a game or maybe 2 games at GMHBA at some point this year. I don't think it's going to be this time around. In saying that, the Crows can be dangerous for sure. Over to the 4:35 clash. This one's up in the Goldie. We have the Gold Coast hosting Melbourne. Interesting game, this one. Gold Coast, if they play their absolute best, they're a sneaky and a smoky chance here. However, I'm backing in Melbourne. Brutal performance over North Melbourne, looking the goods. But, it won't be an easy game, that's for sure. They're pretty tough to beat there, especially early on in the season. We've got the big rivalry clash, the GWS Giants hosting the Western Bulldogs. Absolutely hate each other. I like the Dogs. They've been playing some good footy. I feel like at Monica they haven't won many games there of recent times. Again, it'll probably go down the wire this one. I think the Dogs will just get the win, playing a little bit better footy at the moment. 4 of their last 5. Giants won 2 of their last 5. There you go. Bit of form line there for you. The Saturday night game is, or the other one I should say, is Fremantle and Hawthorn. What a game this will be. and I don't think it's super obvious. I will tip Fremantle being at home, but don't write the Hawks out of this one. They've been playing, whilst they've lost their last 4 games, they've been in a lot of them, and I mean, you know, against sides that are more solid than Fremantle, they've been putting up more of a fight than that. Hawthorn do have the potential to pinch this one. I am going to go to the Dockers though, because I'll pinch myself if I tip the Hawks and they don't get the job done. I'll hate it even more so. The final 3 games for Sunday, we've got Port Adelaide and Essendon. This one's at the Adelaide Oval. I'm happy to go with Port Adelaide. I think Essendon will definitely give them a good run for their money, but I think Port Adelaide to just be a bit too strong and at home. At the MCG, Collingwood and Sydney, I can't recall the last time these teams played at the MCG. I'm going to have to actually check, because it's always at the SCG or ANZ Stadium. I don't think they play there anymore, but yeah, Pies are looking pretty good. Sydney do need to respond. I think the Pies at home is a pretty tough assignment. They've won a lot of recent games. I think they just know how to win. Sydney have been in super crash hot form, undermanned as well. The last game of the round, we had North Melbourne and St Kilda. Well, we know North have had their troubles lately. What's their last 5? And yeah, St Kilda should just get the win. Better side, playing better football, and are a better team. Smoky Barbecue, Chipotle Southwest. I hope it's not too hot. I've got the Chipotle set up there. All right, let's go through. Those are my tips for round 8. So I've gone Brisbane, Richmond, Geelong, Melbourne, Western Bulldogs, Fremantle, Port Adelaide, Collingwood, and the St Kilda Saints. So there we are. Those are my picks for round 8. Guys, chuck your tips in the comments below, and let's hope for another solid round of football. There's been some ripping games, and again, some tough games to pick yet again. There's some in there that are a little 50-50s. But yeah, looking forward to another exciting week. Keen to go down to GMHBA, and hopefully we can get the job done over the Crows very nicely. That's it from me, crew. Thank you for joining in. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe away if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys all on the next video.